Hey guys, Quintessence back again. We are recording the requested video of our reactions to your assumptions about us, so
it'll be interesting. We got a lot of assumptions that, okay, we asked for honesty, so we're not going to say that we were necessarily surprised because we were expecting some sort of random things. But we were a little bit surprised about some of them. We're going to be honest.
But we're not offended because we're Italian, so
yes. Never offended. So we have the assumptions on my phone and I think Ab's phone, and we will just be splitting up between us two, reading them out loud and then answering them. So hopefully by the end of this video you will know us a little bit more.
Before we go on, be sure you click that subscribe button and you'll get updates on any new videos we post. Also, give this video a like because we appreciate all the support we can get. And leave comments below any more if you have any questions or you'd like suggestions on upcoming videos. Just leave those below and we will try to respond.
So we'll get started here.
Okay.
We have our coffee. She doesn't have coffee because she had a bit of an accident, so that's Abs for you. Miriam, do you have any kind of drink to support you and bring you through this video?
No, I finished mine before.
The first one is, you were all very reserved in public.
I wouldn't say that's necessarily true, but maybe some of us, like at first.
I don't know, I think
maybe me, out of the three of us. Hannah used to be really reserved, but she's not anymore.
No, I think it's a matter of growing as an individual. For example, social skills and being able to just go and like talk to people in a crowd. As a performer, that's something that you need to be somewhat good at or be able to enjoy it.
Yeah, and I think a huge thing also has to do with getting out of your comfort zone and not always being like, okay, I don't feel like I want to talk to this person or I don't feel comfortable right now, but just being like, no, like they're a new person, I want to get to meet them, I want to put myself out there.
I think it's a false assumption, like it's not true. Yeah,
Totally.
for maybe some of us, sometimes you'd see us a little bit more reserved, but for the most part, we are probably known as the outgoing, bubbly Italian girl, so.
You don't have the same music taste. Or tastes, I guess they meant.
Maybe you girls can answer that.
Abs, you want to give it a shot?
I think that that's true and false. We're very similar in our taste of like classical music. We can appreciate classical music, but then outside of classical music, our tastes really differ.
Yes,
very much so.
We won't go into detail about the differences, but we'll just say that that assumption is true. So we do have very different musical tastes.
Different, but they're overlapping.
Yes.
In regards to classical music,
Yes,
and then you guys,
Yeah, but even some of the other things, we have overlapping, but it's just,
For example, like Italian, traditional Italian music.
Well, no kidding.
We all love it. So that's an overlapping. But then again, some people like it a little bit more, and then some of us would like it maybe, we still enjoy it. But just it's not something that we necessarily listen to every day and on a like daily basis or more than that, right?
Yeah, I would agree.
So on to our next assumption. You never run out of things to talk about.
I would say that's pretty true. Depending on each of us, like if one person doesn't know what to talk about, the other one kind of just jumps in.
Yeah, but if you're by yourself, will you run out of things? Because the thing is if we're together, no, we never run out of things because we'll bounce things off of each other.
In most cases, I think, and in life in general, there's always things to either keep you busy, keep you
It depends also on the person, because some people love constant talking and other people are like just
some people are content with silences. It may
maybe get tired of talking to a certain person, and so you'll remove yourself from the conversation.
Talking about a certain topic.
Then you change the topic, but it's not that run out of an idea, like something.
No. So I think overall, like the answer is
I'd say
never run out of things to talk about.
So that is a true.
That's a true assumption.
Whoever made that assumption was right.
You know
we
us.
never. Yes, you do know us. We never run out of things to talk about. Yeah.
So the next one I have here, assumption, is you are music purists or snobs.
No.
Well, it depends on what you think is pure in regards to music. Biased cellist. Cello is definitely the purest instrument that you can ever listen to.
Excuse me, what about the violin?
This is something that we differ on too, but as in if we're snobs, no.
We wouldn't necessarily judge someone for not listening to, for example, in our opinion, what the best music style is, which is probably, I'd say, classical. It's the root of most other
Well, that's the thing.
styles.
We would recommend that it's like, why wouldn't you? You should be able to appreciate classical music, and you should try to. But we wouldn't judge. I wouldn't say that we're like that.
Like purists or anything. So I think that is wrong. You're purists or snobs.
Next assumption
Moving along.
is interesting. You guys only eat Italian food.
Sort of true.
That is sort of true.
yeah.
Let's be honest here, people.
Well, we know we appreciate what's good, so.
I'm the most likely to try out different like cultural foods. Growing up in Toronto, we were used to a very multicultural neighborhood, very multicultural city. So you could go to Little Greece, you could go to Little Italy, Chinatown, all these different little neighborhoods where you could taste food that was very authentic. And
Do eat Italian food quite often, like minimum once or twice a week. One to 2 times a week.
Pasta is a very, very common food.
With red
Yeah, so we do
sauce.
eat it a lot. It's not that we don't eat it a lot. We do eat it a lot. We do eat it a lot, but we eat other things too.
Next assumption we have, this one's a funny one. I can't believe that someone actually asked this though. Abigail is adopted? ... question mark.
That is kind of crazy.
What?
We've had this actually in person. People have
I've
said
had that before, but guys, you must like really not know us. I'm adopted.
this. She's obviously not adopted.
I'm not adopted.
No. So Miriam is the oldest, myself, and then Abigail. Seems like a lot of people are very interested in Abigail's life because they're asking a lot of questions about her. So Abby is really bossy and tries to run the group. I would say half
These
of
are
it-
not
I
nice
wouldn't say so.
assumptions. Guys, why are you picking on me?
I wouldn't say so though. I don't know how they got that idea. Like you're the business mind behind the group.
What I would say to that one is that it's half true and half false. In a good way. I think that you do try to take control of situations certain times when things get out of hand, but I wouldn't necessarily say you're always bossy.
No, he's just a
No,
directed
I'm
what I'm
not
saying.
always bossy.
No, that's what I said. I wouldn't necessarily say that you're always bossy.
So the next assumption is, I thought you were all extremely serious 24/7 until the blooper videos came out.
But like as professionals, you want to look professional and have that presence. So I think that's why maybe most of you think that we like are never normal, but it's just because we're performing.
Make
That
you
wasn't
think.
an assumption though. That was, I thought you were all, but then, so you already sort of came to your own conclusion, I think, which is
good. That's
it's a
good.
good thing. You changed your view.
Okay, the next assumption is you're all fluent in Italian.
We should be.
Let's just leave it at that. We should be. Not all assumptions need to be answered in full. If you meet us in person, come to one of our concerts, ask us something in
figure it out
Italian. Ask us a question in Italian and see if one of us or all of us can answer. We
you
may
even know
all be
Italian.
fluent in Italian.
If you know Italian, because some people are like, oh, you don't speak Italian. Meanwhile, they don't speak any either. So only if you know Italian. Okay, so the next assumption, I think you're really close with your family.
I would say so. Like,
That's a
we're
nice
pretty
assumption.
close.
I would say that one is 100% true. We are very close as a family. I think it also definitely has to do with being Italian and being European. I feel like that has a big play in it. I'm happy to hear that people can see that through, or whether it's our stories, our Facebook posts, Instagram posts, whatever, fill in the blank, whatever you may see. Yeah, so that assumption is true. We are very close as a family. So this one is, I thought you were a bit snobby, ... question mark. Sounds rude. I know it's not true. Love you guys. I think personally that the problem here is that when you're dealing with social media and social platforms, tell me if I'm right or wrong. I could just be making this up, but this is my sort of assumption. When you're dealing with social platforms, no matter how big or small they are, you're dealing with situations where you know me or us as a group
And everything about us.
or you think you know. That's what I should say, no, because you don't actually know us, but you watch our stories, you know how we talk, you know our personalities, you have come to some of our concerts, you know what we like, what we don't like, to a certain extent, right? and we have no idea who you are. So if we were to see you in public and you came up and you wanted to talk, of course we would be a little bit maybe not unfriendly necessarily, but we might not treat you just as like any of our friends because we don't know you. So maybe that could come across, that's what I'm guessing, maybe it could come across as us being snobby.
So wrapping up that assumption, I'm glad you came to the conclusion that we're not stuck up and that you love us.
And we're getting into the really intense ones now, sort of rude, but it's good. We're gonna clarify all this stuff up so you know who we are as Quintessence. So the next one we have here is, you're not really that Italian. You just play on it to get attention.
Really?
Abs, why don't you answer that as the most Italian?
So our Nona from, so grandpa and grandma from our dad's side are Italian, and so a lot of our family gatherings, a lot of our mannerisms, things that maybe are normal to us is very European, like Italian. And I don't really feel the need to justify any further than that.
Our next assumption we have here is Miriam doesn't really like classical music.
It's all a facade. This has all been fake.
It's all fake, yeah.
She does not like classical music at all. Like literally never listens to it. She's definitely very into rap. That's her style of music. No. No. I would say out of the three of us, like I'll let you answer, but I would say out of the three of us, Miriam is the most inclined towards classical music.
I would say for the most part, like either classical or I really love Latin music.
So to say that she doesn't really like classical music, you just gotta get to know the girl a bit better.
Yes.
Well, that's the end of our reacting to your assumptions about us. That was fun. Some of them were really
You didn't
out
see
there.
some of them.
What do you mean?
Beforehand. So some of these were new to certain.
Oh, they were. So most of them were, but some of them were true, interesting. Some of them were just made me question your sanity. But anyways, we love you guys, and be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and let us know. Also, you can message us through our Instagram. Let us know what you want to hear next from us.
Let us know if you enjoyed this video as well, because we do, like I said, this had a really amazing response.
So feel free to share any ideas you have, and we also have an idea for next time, so get ready.
Just watch. Till next time. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.